Hey everyone, welcome back to PeonyLore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. I hope that your first week of March was beautiful. I hope you enjoyed the moon in Libra that showed up on the 1st. It did have kind of an opposition in the sign of Chiron and Aries. And then on 3rd, which would have been Wednesday the 3rd, that Mars energy might have created a little bit of restlessness for people, especially when it came to trying to communicate and trying to get things out a little bit more slowly. But after that, we didn't really have too much other kind of transits that were showing up here. So hopefully your first week was as calm as it could possibly be, but we are going to go ahead and dig into it. Now, we're going to follow a similar format to how we've been doing it for the past couple of reads, only because I'm finding that I'm getting a lot of really good feedback for people from doing it week by week, as opposed to me doing an individual weekly. Because you can stop, start, you can go back to the videos. But when I did my boo-boo last time, and I had the sign of Aquarius and Pisces that didn't load for the month of February, I got a lot of in mail, which I really love. Thank you very much for your comments, by the way. I got a lot of email about introducing the other signs to, or the other angels to the other signs. So Aries, this is going to serve for your sun, moon, and rising sign for the remainder of the month of March. And I wanted to make sure that you guys know that your angel is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is an angel that you Aries can call on anytime that you need additional support. Every sign has an assigned angel to that birth sign. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. Aries, Archangel Michael. If you need to call on an additional angel, just know that you do have one for your specific zodiac. Okay? All right. Now, this is kind of funny because as I was going through and channeling, and that's how this works for me, okay? I sit down, I do my meditation, I go through what it is that I want to be able to go through. And I was asking Archangel Michael what was the specific theme that he thought would be the most important thing to talk about for all of you Aries going forward for the remainder of the month of March. And I asked the order of the cards, what cards are going to be used. And what he did say was that he wanted the White Sage Tarot to support the angel deck. So that's what we have here. But he did say that this is going to serve as a baseline. So the card that comes up here is the Tower. That's the main energy for what's going to happen within the remainder of the month of March. And then it was funny because he was giggling and he said he wanted me to use the Naughty Unicorns. And I asked him why, and he says it's the vernacular that many of you in this in your energy for overall would appreciate. So the energy is, we've got a Tower moment that's showing up for you. That means that there's a surprise. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad surprise, but there is something that is going to energetically fall away so that something else can be built up in its place. And the Naughty Unicorns are saying to put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. So go talk to a live person, which I find is very interesting because as we're starting to spring into spring, more people are going to want to get off of their boxes and get out into fresh air and to nature. So we'll leave those for what they are at the moment. Now I am going to put the Tower back into this deck, okay? But your overall theme is that we're looking for a change to come for the remainder of the month. So I'm actually I did shuffle off camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it another couple of shuffles here, Aries. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. So this will start for the 8th. I guess, or anytime you see that this weekend that it's being posted up here, okay? Carrying through for the rest of the week. So from a transit perspective, around the 10th of the month, we actually have an interesting transit. We have the Sun and Neptune, which is going to have a conjunction with Gemini. So what's going to happen is that there's going to be a lot of secrets that are going to come out, okay? Good, bad. Okay, we talked about that Tower. And there's going to be a lot of soul searching for other people based upon those secrets. So you should be aware of that. Then we skate right on into the 13th, where we have the new moon. Super excited about those new moon and those new moon wishes. So take advantage where you can, if you can. Obviously, the next day we roll into daylight savings time for those people that actually are in those zones where that time change happens. And then on the 15th of the month, we actually have a transit where Mercury in Pisces kind of comes together. And so there's a lot of cunning, is the best way to put it. There's a lot of imagination that's getting ready to come up, and concentration can actually kind of be off just a bit, okay, just enough that, you know, you should have this little heads up now. I'm told that there's one more for the week of the 8th, so let's go ahead. Oh, well, that's the one you want. Thank you very much. That's the one we want. Okay, so let us put this deck down, and I suppose, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just put the Tower card here. I wanted to put it back in case I needed to circle back, but if I need to, I'll just pull a different deck. Let's find out what is going on here. And of course, we will support you with an oracle at the end of the week. So I'm just going to move these little dudes over here like this. And here we go. Okay, Aries. So the first thing that we have showing up here for the week of the 8th is the Open Your Heart card. That's a major arcana card of the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Then next to that, we have the Guardian of Emotion. That is the Queen of Cups. Next to that, we have the Ace of Abundance, which is lovely. And then you have, the King of Cups. Beg your pardon, the Guardian is the King of Cups, Ace of Abundance, and the Queen of Abundance. So the Queen of Pentacles sitting here. Okay. So it's possible that you have a little bit, like I said, within this Tower energy, it's possible that you have a shift that you're aware of in your relationship. If your heart is not open, okay, if the lover energy is not there, and that can be the shift, it's possibly because you are aware of a shift in your relationship. Now, relationship not necessarily having to do with lovers. In fact, Makidiel said that he wanted me to do a separate reading just for romance that he thought would be supportive, but not in this reading. We'll do a separate one. So if it's not a romantic relationship that's coming up, you know, the lover's energy that shows up is really a couple of different ways. It can be one-to-one relationship. It is definitely someone that is extremely important to you in your life, someone that you would be spending a lot of time with. The love relationship, I guess if you want to call it the coming together of energies of two people that are very close. It can also be a working relationship. And of course, it can be you merging or not merging within your higher self, getting to that little connection spot that we would have within the universe. Gosh darn it, I forgot to turn my timer on. Sorry. Anyhow, so the issue is here is take a look at where you're at within your heart chakra. Now, because we do have this card that's sitting in reverse, he wanted me to use these cards. We're going to go ahead and do a clarifier on those in just here in a second. But the King of Cups is sitting here. And what the situation is with regards to this is talking about having some emotional maturity in the particular situation, right? You are and should be only surrounded by those people that have your best intentions at heart. And if you are recognizing that you're not seeing that in this particular situation, then there is an opportunity for you to really kind of redefine who those types of people are that you would want to have in your world, okay? When you do that and you have this Ace of Abundance that's sitting here, this Ace of Coin, that's a gift coming from the universe. The universe doesn't take anything away without giving you something, but this is an opportunity at this point. There's a potential windfall of resources that are coming. This King of Cups is, he's a good guy. He's trustworthy. He is an individual that's going to be taking care of a lot of different people, but he cares. That's the best way that I can try to put it. Very generous, okay? Very generous. So it's not surprising me that the Ace of Abundance and then the Queen are sitting over here. You have resources that are coming to you this particular week. Now, it could be just news. Could be something that you needed to hear at the time you needed to hear it. That's really kind of go, yeah, give you kind of a breath of fresh air. It could also be some sort of a resource. Now, Pentacles, I have to put that out there because people get twisted. Well, I had the Ace of Pentacles. Well, yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift of something that you need that's abundant. Again, this Taurian energy, this earthen energy that's sitting here can be lots of different types of things. Things that you need, resources, okay, material things that will manifest, okay, but this manifestation is coming, and it's going to be a long-term type of a situation. So the resources could involve an individual providing you with some information, a good insight about something that is going to be best for you. Okay, like even starting a new job or starting a, what do you call it, investment opportunity that keeps showing up in my brain. Investment. I see the scroll. What do you call that? Stock market scroll thing in my brain. That's what I'm being shown. But Basically, there are some important contracts that could potentially be coming up here, and you need to be aware of what that energy is, okay? Very specifically, he's asking me to go back and say that there's a couple of people out there, unfortunately, that are having to dissolve their relationship. And you're having to dissolve that relationship, and this would entail having to start the process of divorce, whatever the case may be for that. So there's a contract that's coming up. Otherwise, the healer of abundance, the Queen of Pentacles, is sitting here. And there's a difference that can be made with whatever this information is that's coming toward you, okay? And you can succeed. And that the situation is potentially yourself who's being drawn to a down-to-earth, tangible item or piece of information that is going to come in a way that is going to allow you to nurture yourself or other individuals. Whew. Okay, so let me take a look and see what's going on here with this Lover's card in the reverse position. We're going to use our Sage Tarot deck to support that one really quickly. Yeah, Queen of Swords, cutting somebody out, using your discernment, Aries. Potentially could be an air sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but the energy of the Queen of Swords is giving you what it is that you need and cutting something out that you know is no longer in your best interest. What else? Yeah, Eight of Swords is getting out from feeling like you were stuck in a particular situation. And what's the last card that goes with this? Why do we have the Lovers in reverse? Yeah, you were made aware of some information that you needed to have at the time you needed to have it, which again is shaking your world in a sense. The Tower doesn't come in to interrupt and disrupt anybody's positive life. It's there to provide you with the next level of information that you need to live your best life. So you were aware of some information, using some discernment, getting yourself unstuck, because the Moon card in reverse is a very good position of having a little bit more information than you did at the beginning so that you can move forward. Okay, so the Oracle card that we're going to pull out here actually is going to be an Angel card. There we go. And the angel card that we have for this particular week, Aries, is manifestation. So you have an opportunity, a really strong opportunity to use this new moon energy that shows up on the 13th to put out there into the universe what it is that you want. You can speak it into existence. You can write it down. You can burn that piece of paper. But whatever it is that you want at the end of the day, make sure that you utilize the energy of this week in order to kind of bring that to fruition. The other thing that you are going to get, because you are a fire sign, is you're going to get the Oracle of the Dragon. It's a little bit interesting the way that they had me do it this week, but I don't care. I just do what they tell me. Now, the dragon energy that's out here for you, Aries, states the following. There it is. Thank you. Fire sign. Aries, the rose pink dragon. Okay. It prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart, which is great. So open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light and connect with love of the universe. So for sure, someone wasn't feeling it, but you are being invited to keep your heart open for things that you really do want to have happen. Okay. So that's wonderful energy. I'm going to put this little dude over here, just so that I don't run out of space. Okay, get outside a little bit. All right, so now we're going to go into the next week of March with our angels, and that is going to put us into some fun energy of the equinox week. Oh, here they are right there. Equinox. You know, the equinox or Ostara, however you think about it, is really a great time for projects, and especially because the sun is going to be in your sign of Aries on the 20th. It's a great time for projects. It's a great time for getting out. It's a great time for realizing that challenges that you are recognizing that are in your peripheral are easy to try to get out of. I better move this because I am Lucy McGillicuddy over here, and the last time I almost put a hex on the whole thing by burning down my cards. Okay, sorry. So that puts us into, like I said, a great opportunity for you to get into, get outside, clear the air, clear your brain. And you are going to find that challenges that week, like I said, are going to kind of fall by the wayside in a very quick manner for you. Okay? All right. towards the tail end of the week here. Ah! Hold on. Nope. Sorry. Six of Thoughts. So we have the Six of Swords energy that's showing up. That is being guided or led. It does also indicate that peaceful times are on the horizon here for you. The stress of your life will begin to fade away. I literally just said that. The issue is that we've got a Seven of Swords action in reverse, and there you are. You came into your own reading. The Seven of Rods energy that's there. Yeah, we've got the Helper of Abundance. Is there anything else on this row? No. Wow, this is really cool. So the Six of Thought, again, like I said, is that you're recognizing that there's somewhere that you want to go, and you do need to take some guidance because there's old stuff that needs to go away. Old energy that does not belong to you, is no longer yours. It's not for your best and highest good. It's time for you to move forward with the things that you need to be able to do. The Seven of Action or the Seven of Rods that's sitting in the reverse position is just reminding you to stand in your power. You should be up here at this particular moment, but what it means is that you're not at this particular moment are you feeling your personal power. And that's not unusual, because if you're going through a journey with this Six of Swords energy, it just means that you have to be aware that when you get past that point, you will have the opportunity to turn this kind of a situation around. You really will. And you're gonna be totally fine when you get there, because you show up in your own reading. So the major arcana of the Emperor himself here, this is just talking about making sure that you get organized, okay? So you just need to get organized. This is the week where this would be the week of where the full moon shows up here, like the week of the full moon here. You got to get organized. And the Helper of Abundance is sitting here with you, okay? You have a lot to do. The universe is saying whatever it is that you want is going to be on target. You got to get yourself organized. You got to be creative, and you got to let yourself be guided a little bit by logic, which means that you got to do step 1, then step 2, then step 3, right? And although you have a lot to do with this Helper of Abundance, once you've gotten your plan organized and you've got it figured out, then the angels are going to be able to kind of step in. So they need you to get rid of any stinking thinking in a way so that you can move forward in the next best light. So technically, like I said, this will be the week of the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Then, you kind of move forward with those energies. And this is why I stopped doing it by day, because these energies will be mixed and they will show up where they're supposed to show up, but they are going to show up for you, okay? So this next week, we are going to pull the energy of one of the Oracle, excuse me, the Keepers of the Light, to see who would like to show up and give you additional support. Wow. Check it out. You've got Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is talking about transcendence for you at this particular moment. To rise up, okay? Rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given to you, and dance within the universal energy because they've got you covered. So that's exactly what the advice is here for you on that one, okay? Which is great. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It's logical. It makes a lot of sense. But we're going to sit back. I want to find out why, or is there anything else that's going on with the Seven of Rods in reverse? That, yeah, strength. You're just not feeling, you may not just be feeling well. I think that's kind of what's going on. You're going to get back to your power, but you're not feeling well. So whatever this travel is, whatever it is that you're doing, this traveling out of the old energy into the new energy, looks like it's going to give you an opportunity. Yeah, there's something new that you want. There's a new opportunity here with this Page of Wands. You already know what it is. Kind of like rebirthing yourself in a way. Yeah, rebirthing yourself in a way so that you can get back to your independence. I'm told that there's one more, so I'm just going to grab it. And there it is. Yeah. Getting over your inner conflicts. So that's basically where the energy is. You've got to get over your own internal conflicts so that you can start to feel better and feel more independent with this Nine of Pentacles. And this Five of Wands moment will bypass very, very quickly. Okay, so that's what we've got going on there. So now let's go ahead and move on into the next week. Here we go. Okay. So I know I talked about the 20th with the equinox coming, the 21st, like I said, with the sun being in the sign of Libra, or beg your pardon, in Aries. Venus also shows up in Aries. So feeling charming and charismatic and focused on new business, plus any new hot, sexy times that's available to you. And that's not uncommon because it is the time of the year with this, with equinox and spring and everyone trying to do those different types of things together. But also on the 21st, it's important. There's a lot of energies that particular day. The energy of Mars in Gemini goes into trine with Saturn in Aquarius. So around the 21st, you're going to have a lot of strong focus and perseverance, especially when it comes to reorganizing, reassessing whatever plan it is that you're thinking of in this area. You're going to really be able to put it into motion with a lot of increased production. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. So what we have is the Guardian of Action. We have the King of Wands up front. We have the Eight of Abundance that's sitting in reverse. That has something to do with resistance of work or not letting. There's something with regards to doing some work here. Let's get that into fruition here. Two of Action. So that's the Two of Rods. Ooh, that's beautiful. Whatever decision you make when it comes to a choice is going to be a good one for you. You can't go wrong whenever the Two of Rods shows up. You do have a choice to make, but you're guaranteed success with whatever one that you have. And then the Healer of Action comes on. So you actually have a really good, you got a lot of good stuff that's showing up here. So the Guardian of Action is, like I said, it's time for you to really now step up and be the leader. You had to get out of the funk. You needed to kind of get your health back together in a sense. You need to get organized with your thoughts. The helper of abundance will be here to help you with those thoughts. There's something good that's coming for you. Now it's time to really start moving into the light, okay? Now is whatever passion project it is that you have now is the time to do it. So this Eight of Abundance that's sitting in reverse is really talking about making sure that you are focusing on the details. You've got to focus on the details when it comes to the Eight of Pentacles, because the details, well, they call it the devil is in the details. You know, have your plans in order. So you might need to take another look at or two at something that's been sitting there with this choice, because you're going to have to make a choice here. You have the ability to make the great choice, and there's really good opportunities that are around you. So it might be time for you to take a look at a new partner. That's a potential who can help you in your move, your career, or whatever it is that your passion project happens to be. Keep your eyes on the prize at that particular moment, so that when the Healer of Action comes in, now you know what you can do, because now your heart is actually starting to open up, okay? Loving, intelligent, passionate, very passionate, and super fun. I mean, and that's exactly what it is that you want to be doing. This could also describe you in that energy, being able to get through any difficult situation and turning it into a positive moment. So let's take the Sage Tarot deck and find out what is going on with this Eight of Abundance. What are we missing? What are we not working on? What do we need to know? Eight of Abundance. Ooh, the Empress. Yeah, you're going to have to work a little bit for it. The Empress is there who wants to be able to show that whatever she wants and the energy of whatever she wants comes to her. She doesn't have to go and chase anything. However, things are usually lined up in order for that energy to happen. So there's a little piece of information that you got to go back and look. Yeah, the Death card showing up is talking about transforming that energy. Okay. The Death card is all about transformation, that major scorpionic energy that's there. And the Ace of Cups, yeah. So it looks to me, oh, there's one more. It looks to me as though there might be just one piece of information that you might just really need to go back through and consider. You want everything to come to you. There's something that needs to transform in order for that to happen, because you are going to be completely restored with that other gift with the Ace of Cups. That's a beautiful, beautiful energy there. Let's see what else we have here. Don't quit working on it, though. Don't cut corners. Yeah, don't cut corners. The Hermit in reverse is kind of being a loner a little bit. You might need to have a partner come help you. Ask someone for help. You know, you don't have to give your project away to somebody else, but you can certainly ask for the help that you need. And the people that are meant for you are going to be able to help you, okay? We're going to go ahead and pull in an angel card really, really quickly. Woohoo! Just to see what they have to say, and then we'll go ahead and get into the Oracle of the Radiant Sun also. All right, what do our Aries need to know here? There it is. I love that card. Indigo, the person that you're inquiring about is an indigo child, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. Also, indigos are those age groups that are between the late, well, I'll say between 70 and like 85. So just be someone that's mature, someone that's possibly at this age in their mid-40s, if you needed to have that information. But it also indicates it could potentially be you as well. You are a natural-born leader, and to not shy away from these options and the responsibilities that are coming toward you, okay? I am just pulling out my calendar quick because I'm very curious about something. Yeah, no. Yeah, so this is the energy. This row that I just did here is the week of, like I said, the 21st. That's that energy of this week. That's when all this stuff is getting ready to come into fruition. I just needed to double check my calendar just to make sure that I wasn't missing anything else. But the energy, and why I say don't cut corners, is because on the 23rd, the sign of Mercury will go into Pisces, and it squares with Mars and Gemini. So there's going to be some internal battles, and there could potentially be some controversy, and you might just want to skate very, very quickly to getting past whatever's showing up. Don't short the project. Don't cut corners. You don't want to do that, because it's going to come back to bite you in the butt, and you don't want that. So don't be the loner. Ask for some help. Don't cut corners here in this particular week, okay? All right, so then we have another week here. You just make sure there isn't anything else that I've missed. The other thing that was going to potentially pop up here for you is that on the 26th of the month, we have Venus, which conjuncts the sun in Aries. Kind of a big deal for you guys. So you should be all about your personal affirmations. You're going to have extremely quick responses. You're going to have extremely strong spirit connection. So keep very hopeful. The veil is going to be very, 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 very thin around the 26th, okay? And then you have the benefit of the full moon after Passover on the 28th of the month, Palm Sunday. So, you know, you've got a lot of opportunity. Ooh, the Hangman in reverse. Ooh, the Helper of Emotion. I like this. So that is the Knight of Cups showing up here. Romance, opportunities. You've had an opportunity to kind of go in and take a look at where love is in your life, kind of where some things needed to get shook up, and we're going to take all of these, they said. All right. Wow. Yeah, missed opportunity. You're getting an opportunity to correct something if you want. That's a lot, but we're going to take them, and we're going to go slow. You have the Hangman that's in reverse. So we will clarify this card. We will clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse, which is awesome. That's a great position for it to be in, because you have let something all the way go. Or something is done. That cycle is all the way done. So the issue that's going on here is potentially that there was something that you were seeing from the past, and you really needed to sit and focus on it. Is that getting too hot? No, okay, that's good. And now you feel that you have received enough of the information in order for you to move forward. What are we moving forward to? Well, we've got, like I said, the Helper of Emotion here, talking about romance in essence. Now, it doesn't always have to be romantic love, but it is going to be somebody that's new. In your energy. Maybe you're calling someone in during this manifestation period that's going to be able to help you with whatever your passion project happens to be. So this happy change, this this Wheel of Fortune that shows up in reverse is really talking about there had been potentially a missed opportunity. There had been a missed opportunity with something else that was going on in your past, but that missed opportunity did allow you to get to the energy of the Ten of Swords, which is what you want. You don't want to have, or you're realizing as you're contemplating things, somebody backstabbing you, or someone that was giving you a negative challenge, just being completely open and ready to release those burdens. Because what I'm getting here, and I know that I said this wasn't necessarily going to be a romance reading, but gosh darn it if he is not like taking over here. And I am talking about you, Mercurial, okay? The Three of Thought, the Three of the Three of Swords sitting here next to the Ten of Swords. So where it is that you might have thought that you had a missed opportunity when it came to a love relationship, being very, very, very strongly guided that you did not miss this opportunity. This was maybe not something that was for you. The healing in your heart, again, Rose Pink Dragon being available to have your heart connected and healed, was necessary. Okay. Now the Six of Abundance is indicating that there was not a balance potentially in this relationship. And again, if it's not a romantic relationship, that's fine. But if you had a business partner, if you had a job, if you had something like that, that you really relied on someone or someone else or someone in your group or someone in your department, you were putting out more than what you were receiving back, which is why the Tower needed to show up. It needed to shake out a little bit. It needed to shake a couple of different things out. Okay. I'm a little over focused on that. But then you've got the King of Pentacles that shows up here at the end of the day, which I love, because the King of Pentacles doesn't show up for no reason. The King of Pentacles shows up in order to, you got the King and the Queen sitting here on the board. The King of Pentacles shows up when everything is right. The King of Pentacles shows up when there are, you know, taking care of the people in his kingdom or queendom. You know, you could just be in that energy if you happen to be a female, but at the end of the day, we don't get twisted in genders. But you're taking care of everything, and in order for you to take care of everything and anybody and everybody, you have to have all your ducks in a row. All your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted. Extreme, unexpected opportunities are coming through. Also could be a surprise moment for some of you, again, with this Tower moment. But it is going to be a great time of success, and all your plans are going to be and are already blessed, especially if you're putting extra manifestation time into how it is that you would like for it to go. So it's like this Ten of Thought. What else do we need to know about this Ten of Thought for our Aries? I had to, unfortunately, I got to reshuffle this. I apologize. I missed. We'll go ahead and reshuffle that real quick. So far, this is looking like it's turning out to be actually a very good reading here for you guys. What do we have? Yeah, the Knight of Cups that was trying to show up before. You needed to get away from this individual. This individual could have been, like I said, either male or female. It doesn't really matter. But this Knight of Cups, wanting to start something different, you needed this to end so that you could allow this Knight of Cups to kind of show up. Now we're moving forward over into the Six of Abundance. What was lacking? What was lacking? I mean, we already know, but let's see if we can clarify what was lacking. I have a card that's flipped over. Gosh darn it. All right, I spilled a lot. Let me put it on pause one moment. Okay, sorry about that. Got them all picked up. The question is, what is lacking with the Six of Abundance, please? This not balanced in, yeah, well, there you go. So, yeah, wow. Well, that's not going to tell you, wow, wow, wow. Okay, so what we have here is the Four of Wands in reverse. Not seeing the proposal, whether it was a business proposal, a marriage proposal, having some unhappiness or instability in your business or your physical home. The Three of Swords, there is interference basically with an ability to have this connection, this Two of Cups trying to come together moment, involving the Knight of Wands energy, someone that was coming in very, very quickly, not being able to provide you with this apprenticeship, this mentorship, this companionship, this beginning of a new foundation. This is kind of a bad business situation or bad dealing at that particular moment. You were putting out more information or more work than was being received back from this supposed partner or group of people for collaboration's sake. Okay, now let's go in with a couple of cards here with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, just to see what else the universe wants to be able to tell us. Protection. Moon energy in Aries. The moon in Aries. Okay, so yeah, you're trying to protect your interest by any means necessary, and acquisition isn't necessarily the thing that's going on here. This is the energy of the Sun in Taurus, so it's not about necessarily finance or money itself as much as it is stability of something that you need. Okay, and what else? Is there one more? Be mindful. Protect your protect your dollars so that you can be independent. That's also the moon in the Aquarius energy. So around that 23rd, really, 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 really pay attention to like what's going on. Don't make any shortcuts, because the person that's doing the shortcut is the one that's going to get butt hurt. So don't let that be you. I know that sounds really kind of funny, but that's exactly how it came out. So then we're going to carry on for the next week, and I'm going to have to move a couple cards out so I have some space here on the table a little bit. Let's just move a few things up. There's a lot of energy on that week up there. Okay. All right. So now this takes us to the last week of March and into the very beginning of April. What energy do we have here for our Aries? That very last week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, shuffle twice. I can do that. Change. Yeah, that's stuck energy. All right, there we go. All right. The last week of March into April for our Aries here. 2021. First card, it just didn't flip all the way out. Ah, fair decisions. Interesting. So that is the Judgment card. So you pass judgment on someone, okay? Or you will be asked to pass judgment on someone. Judge a situation or a deal. 10 of action. That's the 10 of rods. Letting it go. Disseminating down. How do you call it in English? You call it delegating. Because you're working a little bit too hard at this point. Other people need to help you. Is there anything else? They said one more. Okay. Nope, we're going to put that back in. I would like for it to fall so I don't... There we go. Thank you. The last card that we have here is the Messenger of Thought. Okay. So... I need to put these over to the side here, because there's a lot of brain, heart energy that's going to happen up in this particular week. And this page of thought that's coming through, this Page of Swords, talking about this new idea or this new topic or this new potentially air sign that's coming through again to try to support you. The biggest energy that I get that needs to be discussed here is this 10 of action. And really, it's like you really have to be willing to ask for help, and you really have to be willing to delegate the things that you can like delegate, because the 10 is the end of a cycle, so that you personally can take care of yourself a little bit better. So there's a new the project or the passion project or the individual that is going to be coming in the energy, if it's not you embodying the energy here, is that you need to be able to have a little bit more information in order to move forward. So you're just being asked to really review all of the documentation. And if there is another person that's coming through to help you, this person, and if this is not you, this person is very, very diplomatic, very smart, but speaks maybe a little bit harshly, like very blunt. So that is an energy that you need to try to be aware of. This energy here with our friend, the Justice card sitting in reverse. This is the Justice card sitting in reverse. You need to make sure with this Justice card that's in reverse that you are also... You need to take care of yourself so that you can make these... I know I said it was judgment before, but judgment is what it is that you're going to be asked to do. This Justice card that's sitting here, if you don't take these particular steps, you're not going to be making the best decisions for yourself. You've got to give yourself a break. That's why this is the primary energy that was popping out to me here. And if you need somebody to help you, ask for the help so that you're in a position to be a little bit more just. Otherwise, it's going to not be a good situation. The Devil in reverse, releasing yourself from a bond that is no longer for your best and highest good. It could be individuals, people. It can be, yeah. The word addiction, but releasing yourself from things that are no longer in your best and highest good. But it looks like you're doing that, or you're trying to get to the energy of doing that, making the decision about using this Knight of Swords to try to come on through. So, yeah, you're just trying to get it together here. And I get the energy of you just trying to go within again to try to release something that you know was not necessarily going to be for you, so that you're not cutting people off with the quick with words. It's about delegation, and it's about making sure that you can take care of yourself and not straining yourself to the negative aspects of what would be popping up within your own personal body or your health. You already had to do a lot of recuperating here. So whatever's going on takes a lot of physical, mental energy, and, you know, don't let people take your energy away from you, but also don't put yourself in a position where you don't have to let other people kind of walk past, and where you disregard yourself. I guess that's the easiest thing to do. Take the breaks, because they're telling you to take the breaks. Okay, so now this is going to be the last card that we have here. This is going to be our Sacred Geometry deck. What do we have for our Aries here? We actually got two. Thank you very much. What we have here is meditation. Connecting to higher vision, connecting to higher self, connecting to higher wisdom and awareness. Okay, card number 43 reduces down to a 7, which is a lucky number in order to get to that point. And then also Metatron's cube. This is the all in the Akashic Records. This is about knowledge, and this is about seeing it from a higher perspective in all different angles and all different lights, so that you can make the best judgment and the decision possible for you. So yeah, Metatron's cube. It's card number 15. This is actually both of these. This is creating like what it is that you want to have forward. So if you don't have this Archangel Metatron printed out, if you're a crystal person, this is supercharged energy to do a crystal grid. You can lay this image alone on your physical body if you have a printout of it, in order to kind of just rebalance everything that you need to. So take a still of this if you really need to be able to do that to support yourself. I do crystal grids all the time for different energy pieces, and they don't have to be up for months and months and weeks, but they're up for the amount of time that you would need them, and you will feel it energetically for what it is that you need at that particular moment. That is really all that I have. I'm trying to listen because I'm getting some guidance at this particular moment to see what else. Yeah, they're just saying that your best opportunity this month to kind of get through this tower moment at the end of the day, this shifting, this change that's really going to happen, is really to just go within as much as you possibly can and rest, so that when all these other things start to pop up, you are ready and fresh. And to get outside. That's their biggest thing that they want to say, is get outside and get that fresh air. So that is what I have for you, Aries. I hope that you are excited about what's getting ready to happen for you. It looks like there's a beautiful situation that's getting ready to come to fruition here. It's a very good reading. Archangel Michael, again, is talking to you about making sure that you... You need to go talk to live people and get out from behind the computer or the screen. This tower moment is not here to hurt you. This tower moment that's popping up is here to help you create what it is that you want. Prepare your heart to connect with higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to love. Manifestation. Use the new moon on the 13th to bring in what you want. Use the full moon to release what you no longer need. You are transcending, you are graduating in a little bit, but it is time to actually honor your own inner force, because you're more powerful than you are giving yourself credit for. Again, if it's not you, you're going to be working with, as an indigo, highly sensitive, natural born leader. If it's not you that's embodying this energy, you are going to be working with someone that embodies these qualities. Make sure that what you're doing is that you are protecting to the best of your ability what does belong to you, and but more importantly what's going to be independent for you. And you know, this acquisition card, not necessarily about finance, or what I'm going to call love at this particular moment. Whatever you need to do to be independent for yourself and to yourself, use the energy of Metatron's cube, Archangel Metatron's cube, where you can. And then meditation is really going to help you kind of understand. So those are some really big energies, but it's going to be great. I cannot wait to see what happens when we talk after the first week of April here in 2020, because whatever you got going on, it's going to be fantastic. All right, Aries, if you resonated with this reading, then I ask you to click that like button, share it out to other individuals, comment below. I'm very interested in how these energies are working out for you. If 100% of this reading didn't resonate, then that's fine. Make sure that you're taking a look at your sun, your moon, and your rising to get the full picture of everything that's out together. And with that, I will see you in the beginning of April.